What's going on, everybody? It is 9:59 p.m. on Wednesday, August the 25th, 2021, and I just noticed a couple things when I was looking on some stuff. Nothing super major, but it made me want to make a video, so here we are. Cardano is still doing what it's done. It broke through all these retracement levels that we've been watching and is now up here. It's doing its thing, whatever. It's looking kind of flaggy again. As we know, the 702, the 618, and the 786 are the areas of interest. You can see right here where it bounced through, consolidated in, and then launched. A new one that has made its way up into some retracement levels is BNB has finally started to knock on the 618. You look at the past 4 days in a row, it's kind of trying to work its way in there. Also getting a little flaggy looking there. That's pretty promising and optimistic to me. When I first pulled these charts up, it was actually like $4.99 or something, I think. So the fact that it's over 500 now is pretty cool. Bitcoin is continuing to consolidate underneath the 702 and between the 618. We will see what happens there. Again, super optimistic. I could see this going sideways for just a little while before we find out what's going to happen. Whether that's a launch or a dive, is yet to be seen. A lot of these I don't pull from the full retracement, which would show you that this isn't even at 50% yet. But what I like to pull from as a common theme is in this range, which is basically right around the May 8th dive. This is where all the capitulation took place. And you can see by pulling there, that cake is just ramming into the 618 now and kind of hanging out right below it. You come over to the Ethereum chart again, between the 50% and the 618, consolidating sideways. I think it's been for like 3 weeks now. It's been hanging out in that range kind of, or 2 weeks. Kava, again, got up into the 618, consolidated on the 702, hung out above it in between the 786 for a couple days, and then boom, it popped. Again, looking a little flaggy to me. Solana, same story. Solana didn't even waste any time. I mean, it one day it just ripped through and was like, I'm done, let's go. Again, you can see all of these are forming very similar structures once they get up into this range. Even the ones that are consolidating right now, it's still a very, very similar looking. This is the entire crypto market cap, which has been nailing the 702 and is stuck between that and the 618, consolidating sideways also. This is the altcoin market cap, and as you know, this is the main one that I watch because that's where most of my investments lie. Again, smashing through the 618. You can see it hit it, got rejected down to the 50, kept tapping it almost every day. Then started inching its way towards the 702, has finally tapped that a couple times. Still hanging out just a bit above the 618. So, this thing's trying, it looks like it's trying to go, guys. This is the universal gold that I just covered recently. And this will not have as beautiful of a chart as crypto does. But what I wanted to show you is if you look, sometimes these retracements take a while, guys. If this is all the way back from this high was August in 2011, and we did not break that high again until July of last year. Now, I'm not saying that I expect all that to go on. This is an obvious bear market. You can see right here, this is from the 2018 on the way up, which is, follows what a lot of things are doing. You can even see one of the massive V-bottoms, another V-bottom, which looks very Y-coffee in here, especially if you flip that upside down. My point being is that, retracements do happen. Historically, these assets, I don't really care what asset class you look at, they've always trended up. And you'll have moments where they trend down. Well, that's weird looking. I don't know what's going on here. But, you can see in our reality, that's still an uptrend. I mean, it doesn't feel like it because it's so long. But you can see, it's a wave. You get the big dip, comes back up, big dip. These things are cyclical in nature. Enough about the gold. Getting over to XDC, which is much more interesting than that right now, you can see a very similar situation. This one came and just went almost straight from the bottom, straight through all the retracement levels and kept getting rejected back down to 50%. Did roll over on itself, went all the way back down here. So you see, these things can happen. It's not the end of the world if they do, as long as you're still in an upward trending market, because as you see, it comes back down here to the 38% area and consolidates, and then look what happened. I mean, it just ripped. If you got automated orders in place for sell orders and buy orders, man, you could kill some stuff with this type of action. So again, forming little flags on the way up. It's very similar looking. This one's a little bit different. It's a lesser known asset at this point that's quickly changing, but And then, of course, we have XRP, who is another example of long-term retracements. You can see that where it hit the 50%, which is basically where the top was, almost to the 618, what we just experienced a couple months ago. I mean, that went from 2018 all the way to 2021 for that to take place. So, like I said, these things can take a while, a lot of volatility in the way. A lot of that has to do, I believe right in here, this is the area right here where the SEC lawsuit took place. Who knows where we would be if we did not suffer that. I mean, that's ugly, guys. Look at that thing. I haven't ever measured this, so I'm just going to do it real quick. So from the time they issued it, I believe on 2023 or something, which is actually my son's birthday now that I think, or maybe it was the 20th. But anyway, if you look, and I don't know what I'm doing, sorry guys. If you look at this thing, in a matter of days, come on, damn it. You went from December 17th where it was at this little top, and then down to its bottom was only 2 weeks, 13 days to be exact. What is going on? Sorry, guys. I do not know what this thing is doing right now. Let me just get rid of it. Trading View is having some sort of issue. So in 13 days, though, anyway, in 13 days, we experienced a 73% drop in value. Everybody keeps reporting it as a 25%, which is totally wrong. But I'm just saying, you know, the volatility in this market is real. Again, just like every other asset up on the board right now, came all the way up to 702, got rejected to 50%, and is now consolidating within these right below right now these retracement levels, just like a lot of other things. So I'm still very optimistic. I'm not going to keep rambling. My wife should be home from work any minute. I'm going to spend some time with her. The kids are asleep. One of my favorite phrases to say. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. Have a good night.